make some peanut butter bars or squares. Quick, easy, peanut butter and chocolate, the best combination. So we're gonna have 1 cup of melted butter or margarine. I happen to have a combination, half and half, because that's what I have in the fridge. And a cup of peanut butter. And these are no bake, so you're just going to be putting this all into your pan and refrigerate until it all firms up, and then you'll be done. So quick and easy and delicious. And we're going to also be adding in some graham crumbs and icing sugar. Just wanted to mix this a little bit. All right, so we have 3 cups of icing sugar and 2 cups of graham crumbs. And we're just going to mix this till it all comes together. Just want to make sure it's mixed really well. So this is the bottom or the base of your bars. I'm going to be pressing this into a 9x13 pan. You don't have to line your pan, but I like to line it with parchment paper so that when I want to cut them later, I can pull it out and put it on my cutting board, and it's much easier to get nice cuts into your squares. So you don't have to do that. You can just grease it and put it in, but I like to be able to pull that out. So I'm just going to get this pressed into my pan, and then we're going to get the topping going. Right, so sometimes it's easiest if your dough is a little sticky to get your fingers just a little bit wet. It just sometimes makes it a bit easier for pressing things into pans. This is for a lot of different bars and squares for the pressing. So you just have to work at it until we get it pressed all the way to the edges. It's a little bit more difficult with the parchment paper in there. So just work at it and get it as even as you can. All right, so we've got the base pressed in the pan, and now for our chocolate topping. I have 1.5 cups of chocolate chips and 1/4 cup of peanut butter. And we're just going to put this in the microwave. If you don't have a microwave, just do it on the stove top. And we're going to just put this in the microwave for 1 to 1.5 minutes. I'm going to try 1 minute first and see how melted that is. I'll take it out and I'll show you at 1 minute what it looks like. 1 minute. I'm just going to see how melted this is. Sometimes if your glass bowl is warm enough, you only need the minute and you just have to let them melt as you're stirring it. I might need a few more seconds. I'll just test this out. You don't want to overheat your chocolate because you don't want to end up burning it at all. So just do the 1 minute and let's just see if this is warm enough. Seems to be melting quite nice. I think I'll just give it a few seconds here, see how it's doing. Because you do want it all the way melted. You don't want the lumps in there. All right, I think I'm going to give this maybe 20 more seconds in the microwave to make sure those last little bits are melted. Okay, that was 20 more seconds. Perfect. All right, so just stir that until those lumps come out. Every microwave is a little different. You may need a few seconds more. I can't see you needing more than 1.5 minutes. All right, smooth and creamy. And we're gonna just pour this on. You wanna get a layer, even layer on your bars. And once we have all this smoothed out, we're going to refrigerate this. It probably takes about an hour or so for everything to chill and to harden again. And once it's all chilled, then you can pull it out and cut it. And they freeze really well, if they even last that long. because peanut butter and chocolate is always a great combination. So we'll just smooth that out. And when you get to the very end, you have to give your pan a little shake to make the top nice and smooth. And I'll just show you that, what I mean. All right, so if we get it at the edges of our pan, shake. Makes the top nice and smooth. All right, so you're gonna get that in the fridge and get it chilling. All right, so my bars have been in the fridge for about almost an hour, and I've pulled it out and got it out of my pan. So I like to use the tip of a knife or my bench scraper to first score the chocolate on the top just with the tip, so that you're not gonna get all big cracks in your chocolate before you actually cut it all the way through. So I just wanted to score it up first so I can see how many bars I want to cut. So just do gentle cuts through the tops. So let's see where I'm going to do 6 by probably 8, so 48. I just like to make small squares for this batch. Just think Reese's peanut butter cup. It's a very rich dessert, so you don't want too big of a piece. And this way, if you really do want 2 pieces, you won't feel quite as guilty because they're nice small pieces. So give these ones a try. They make a really nice bar, peanut butter and chocolate. You can't go wrong. Take a look at the recipe.